I didn't know that this Zeroid robot had tank tracks on its wheels down here. I didn't know. Well, mine's gotta have tank tracks. This is
Randi's Robot Refurbished!
Revisit!
So I was searching eBay the other day and I came across a blue version of this Zeroid robot, and I knew there was a blue version. But as I was looking at the pictures, I saw this. There was tank tracks on the bottom of this, and so, I thought, well, I didn't know. I don't know anything about these robots. It was cheap. I bought it off eBay. I made it work again and fixed it. So, but I didn't know about the tank tracks, so hey, this video is going to be me showing you how to make tank tracks. So let's make this thing some tank tracks. So I'm bringing out the whiteboard. Let me show you what I'm doing. So you have a wheel and a wheel. And then there's a tank track that goes around it. And I need to find the distance of how long this is. So what I need is here, this distance, half of this wheel. Then of course here's the axle, the halfway point. I need the distance here, and then I need the distance here. And that will tell me the circumference of the belt that I need to make. Now, of course, I need a half here and a half here. That's one full circle. So I need one full circle plus these, two of those. So the first thing I need to do is find the distance between the two axles. I'm going to go 44.5 millimeters. And you thought us Americans don't use the metric system. So that's going to be the same here and here. So those two are the same. Since I'm getting a half of a wheel here and a half a wheel here, that's a whole wheel. You can't argue with me. That's a whole wheel. 2 half wheels makes a whole wheel.
That's mathematics, son. You can argue with me, but you can't argue with figures.
So for a whole wheel, I need the circumference of this whole wheel. So I need to look at the diameter of this wheel. Okay, so the diameter of the wheel is 15 millimeters. So one of the formulas for the circumference is just pi times the diameter. So 3.14 times 15, 47.1. So all the way around is 47.1. So it's 47.1 plus 4.5, whatever, so times 2. So we need 2 of these, so 44.5 times 2, 89. Okay, so it's 47.1 plus 89, so plus 47.1, 136.1. So that tells us how long this belt needs to be. 136.1, or just say 136 millimeters. So 136 millimeters. So now I need to make a model of the treads on the computer. And to do that, I need the diameter of the treads. So I need to work out the formula. So here's the formula for the circumference. So I know the circumference. It's 136 equals I know pi is 3.14. And then I don't know d. So we do a little algebra. So we're going to divide by 3.14 here. And we're going to divide by 3.14 here. So it's 136 divided by 3.14 equals 42.3. So that equals over here 42.3 equals D. So the diameter of my treads is 42.3 millimeters. Okay, the first thing I need to do is add a circle. So the diameter is 42.3. So the radius is going to be 21.15 millimeters. So we have the circles. That's the inner diameter of the tank tread. So looking on the tires in the picture, it looks like there are 36 treads. And it looks like 2 treads make up the empty space in between them. So let's say, since there's 36, so 3 times 36 is 108. So we now have 108 sides to our circle. So now we're going to extrude. And then I'm going to bring it up to 1.1 centimeters. So Z 1. Right there, 11 millimeters. So that's the inside of the tread right there. So I'm going to grab all the faces, then I'm going to extrude, and then I'm going to scale, but not on the Z-axis, and bring in some thickness. So it's at 2 millimeters there. I need it to be about 1.2. There we go, 1.2 millimeters thick. So that's it so far. So I need to grab every third face here. Now I need to extrude and then scale it, not on the Z-axis. Bring it up just out, just a little bit. And there is the tank tracks right there. So now I just need to export this as an STL file. Selection only. Get my scaling correct. Call this Zeroid Tread. Okay, so I go into my slicer. I'm going to open up the Zeroid. So there's my tread. I'll just leave it in the center. Slicer, I want a brim. Let's do 100%. And there it is. Then we cycle through the layers as it prints. Alright, time to print this sucker out. So there's the treads. You can see how it would fit on there perfectly if I was to squeeze it down. The width looks good. So now I'm going to glue it down. So I'll take some clay. And of course I don't want to waste silicone, so there's going to be a plug in the center. Time to mix up some silicone. And there's my tank tread mold. So I'm going to use Vitaflex 60 and turn it black. So one's done and already pulled out. Here's the other one. So now I'm going to put them in the oven at 170 degrees. Ideally it should be 150, but my oven will only go to 170 is the lowest setting it will go, and that's just fine. But these need to post-cure some, make them stronger. So here we are, nice and post-cured, nice and strong. Let's see if I can get them on here. Got half of it in. That's what you call tank treads right there. Oh, it feels cool. Yeah. Perfect. Beep, 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 beep. Exterminate. Well, I've already done one video, link below, where I fixed the broken tab. Hey, look, it still works. Still fixed. Made the light bulb work again. But I didn't know it had treads on the bottom. I didn't know. So, hey, gotta have treads. Now it has treads. Now my Zeroid has treads. That was
Randy's Robot Refurbished!
Revisit.
Okay, so I brought out the whiteboard. So we have a wheel and another wheel. Then here's the pivot points, or the axle right there.